Yes, I love to draw, and I think through drawing. And
How
I
does it
don't
work?
recognize that I'm doing it, but that's the way it is. And then after I look at the drawing and I look at the building, and then I think,
This is crazy.
look at it. There it is.
No, but even between two projects, you are always drawing, right?
I used to draw more, but now I work maquettes more. Because we have a big team, and so I can have people making maquettes of several projects at once, so we can work, so I can move around and change.
But I've been told that even when you are speaking to someone, you draw.
I draw, yes.
But what do you draw? Architecture?
I don't know, something.
And you
I
do
draw on the phone when I'm on the phone, and my office took those drawings and made carpets in Portugal.
Uh-huh.
And they're really beautiful. My daughter-in-law is a designer, and she works with me, and she made them. She took my funny drawings and then made them into carpets with the Portuguese.
What do you think of the relation between the inside and the outside of an architecture?
Well, I think that a building is for people, so one designs from the inside out. But then the building is in a context of a city or wherever, and the context requires being a good neighbor visually.
Yes.
So in New York with the tower, I made a relationship with the Woolworth building and the Brooklyn Bridge, so it's an ensemble. And that's really important to me, that they talk, the community, it becomes a community of architecture that talks to each other. In Bilbao, there was not, I was on the river, so I only had one half of the building related to the 19th century city model, and the rest of it was free, and so I fantasized boats on the river, and
But what about the inside?
the inside comes first.
Ah, it's really come first?
Yes.
But the drawing are about the outside.
No, I do a lot of inside work. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh yeah, because that's the only way to achieve the client's wishes, the needs, and to build a building that serves them, that works, so it's all usable space for them, and that we can stay within budget. I'm very budget conscious. For me, the building has to cost what the client tells me.
Architects have a lot of failure in their activity, in their career.
A lot of failure?
Yeah, I mean, you present a lot of projects and most of them are refused, no? In your career. How do you manage with that?
I think it's kind of a normal. I don't worry about too much. It depends on which project, but the important projects have been
Done?
Done, yeah.
So you have not, there's nothing painful about the past?
Not for a long time. It lasts an hour and then I'm okay.
What's the next project that you are dreaming of?
Well, I don't do that very much. I don't dream of. For me, the process is the idea for me, and so I'm happy doing the work.
So what are you processing on now, which is very exciting for you?
We're doing my Maya Hoffman's building in Arles. We're doing
What about the Guggenheim in Abu Dhabi?
I don't know if that's real. We haven't heard from them for a long time.
Uh-huh.
The project
In LA?
Yeah, we're doing a downtown project. We're doing the Philadelphia Museum inside, so it's not an outside. The outside exists, and we're completely renovating the inside.
Wow.
So the client, who is passed on now, Anne Darnacourt, who's the director. After Bilbao, she asked me if I could do something inside an old building that would have the same acceptance in the world as Bilbao that's on the outside, and I said I would try, so that's what we're doing.
That's very challenging,
yeah,
right?
It's great.
And
you'll see it's happening.
Wow. When shall it be renewed?
It's being done in phases, so we're doing the second phase now, and then the third phase are the contemporary galleries. So they'll have to raise funds, but most of the work is the heavy work. It will be done.
And they have fantastic collection, right?
Yeah.
I've been told that you love hockey, the sport.
Hockey.
Why?
I grew up in Canada. So when you're a child, everybody plays hockey. So I used to play.
Yes.
I have an allergy, I'm sorry.
No problem.
And so I've continued
To follow?
I had a team up until last year that I sponsored, and my boys play hockey.
But what's interesting, especially about this sport?
It's a ballet on ice. It's a beautiful ballet. It's dynamic, and when it's played without fighting, I mean, when the pure sport, it's quite beautiful.
And even the way they are dressed is interesting.
The way they dress, well, the pads and everything, yeah, they look like gladiators.
What would you like people to remember about you?
I don't know, maybe that I'm short, fat, and ugly.
But that's not true.
I think, I hope they like what I've worked on, the work I've done. It was done with lots of love and feeling about humanity.
Love is the point?
Yeah, I think it's positive about people. It's not about anger.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much anger in the world and so much hatred. And, people talk to each other through the arts. And I think architecture historically has been an art.
Yes.
So I think I want to claim to be an artist as well. I find that I'm happy about that. I'm happy to be part of that tradition.
Merci.